Okay. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Smitha. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a get ready with me for my birthday party. My birthday is actually on December 7th, which is Sunday. Is it Sunday or Saturday? It's Saturday. So it's on Saturday, but we are doing more like a pre-birthday celebration. I don't really have a birthday party, but we are going to a concert. We're going to Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I'm just going to insert clips at the end. So without further ado, let's get started. And if you're new here, please take a moment to subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes a bonus video on Sunday. I think I'm posting more often on Sundays these days, so I can comfortably say Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Usually when I go out, I always lean towards nude makeup or something that looks very natural because I like to show off my features. I want to be the same but look like a better version of who I am. So I guess that's what I'll be doing today. The first step is to smoothen out the skin, and for that I'm using the 4th Ray Turmeric. This is from Colourpop. So this is more like a moisturizer. You can apply it as many number of times as you want. So I'm going to apply it on my face and neck and give myself a good massage. But I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. You can definitely apply a foundation over this if you want, because the skin feels really soft. But if you want your foundation to last longer, you need something more sticky, a sticky base that will hold on to your foundation. And for that, you need a primer. I think I'm going to use the Dermacol Satin Base. This is a silicone-based primer, feels really soft on the skin, and it also fills in all the pores and fine lines, so I love this primer. And I'm going to focus mostly in areas where I have those pores and fine lines, usually right there on the sides of my nose, and I get those smile lines, so I'm going to use it there, and of course under my eyes. I don't have very many lines on my forehead, so I don't need too much there. Whatever is left on my fingers, I'm just going to use it all over my face. Oh, by the way, my background looks so bald. Let's ignore it for the time being because it is getting a makeover, I promise. I'm trying to do something nice for the holidays, so we'll see what I come up with. But for now, it is bald. Okay, now that I have a sticky base, the next step is to use a foundation, and I think I'm going to be using the Smashbox Liquid Halo. This is in the shade number 5. This foundation has a silky texture, so it's going to give you that natural look. Your skin is still going to show through. I don't like it to look too cakey unless I'm going to a special event like a wedding or something. Otherwise, I try to do something that looks really natural. I'm going to be using a beauty sponge. This is from Colourpop, and I'm just going to blend it out. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing. For concealer, I'm going to be using Milani Concealer in 145. I just love this concealer. This is one of those concealers that doesn't crease. I know why this is so underrated. I don't know if you guys have used it. I haven't seen many bloggers talk about it, but I absolutely love it. So I'm going to use it to conceal my dark circles. I'm also using it on my lid as a base for the eyeshadows. And I guess that's pretty much it that I'll be doing with this concealer. And I'm just using the beauty sponge again to blend this out. I don't know what I could say to convince you to. And now it's time to set and lock the face, and for that I'm going to be using the Airspun Translucent Loose Powder. I'm just taking a little bit with the same sponge and I'm going to gently press it in my skin. When I see you, my heart starts racing. And that kind of bakes with the foundation, and it gives you that flawless coverage, and it also stays longer. It's a shame that my hands start shaking. And now I'm going to set and seal my entire base makeup using the Ofra Makeup Fixer. This is a setting spray. So I'm just going to give myself a good spritz and set my face. First step is to fix the brows. I'm going to be using 3D Brow Tones from Benefit Cosmetics. This is in the shade 4. And I'm just going to brush my brow hair upwards. So why And then using precisely my brows in 4.5, I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas in my brows. I'm just going to fill in this area. That's where I have the sparse areas, but otherwise everything else looks pretty okay. I don't like overly filled brows, if you guys know me by now, so I'm just going to keep it as natural as possible. Maybe a little bit here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it on the brows. I don't like to do too much because I already have such thick brows, and if I do anything more than this, it's going to look crazy. I got this fabulous palette from Colourpop. This is their new launch called Bare Necessities, and the colors are beautiful. A beautiful neutral palette with the right amount of mattes and shimmers and satins. I think this is something that I can use on a daily basis. I'm going to first dip into Active Full, which is this shade. I'm taking it with my Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm going to use it in the outer edge of my eyes.
When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around.
And I'm going to keep on adding to it till I'm happy with the intensity, and see how it creates that depth right there. My crease line is right here because I have hooded eyes, and it creates that new crease right above my natural crease line. I'm going to keep adding more eyeshadow till I'm happy with the intensity, and I'm going to keep blending. And as it moves outwards, it melts into my skin tone. It should become softer and softer. I'm also going to push it out like this. And then with the smaller brush, I'm going to smoke it out in the outer part of my lower lash line. This brush, I actually got it from a Rimmel palette. It was in the palette, and I absolutely love this brush for detailed work. It's very fluffy also, so if you want to smoke out something, it comes in very handy. I'm taking my Sigma E40 one more time, and I'm pushing the eyeshadow towards the inner part of the lid, and see how it creates that ombre effect, like deepest in the outer corner to lightest when you come to the inner corner. So that way, you just end up using one eyeshadow. You don't need more than that. And especially when I create these nude looks, this is what I do. I just take one eyeshadow and I try to create an ombre look with it. There's so many things that you can do with just one or two eyeshadows. You don't need too many things. You just have to think of different ways to use eyeshadows and just be a little innovative with what you do. For the longest time, I didn't have very many things, and I just tried to use what I had, just try to make best use of it. And I think that's how art is. You should try to make best use of what you have, because if we want something, it's like never ending. We always want more and more and more. There's no end to it. So instead, if you're happy with what you have and you can make best use of what you have, there's nothing like it. Feel that happiness and self-content, and that is very important. To highlight my brows and inner corner, I'm going to be using this shade called Full Expose. And I'm using a flat shader brush from Hip Dot. Whoa, that's very pigmented, so I don't need that much. I'm just going to blend that off with a blending brush. Still looks so highlighted. Okay, that's all I need. And I'm going to use the same in the inner corner as well. I didn't take any extra eyeshadow. This is what was left on the brush. This is extremely pigmented. Next, I'm taking this black eyeshadow called Spyglass. I'm taking it with a small angle brush from Milani, and I'm going to draw out a wing in the outer corner. And this literally has to be my favorite way to draw out a soft wing with an eyeshadow. I'm also going to use it in the outer corner of my lower lash line. That's pretty much it with the eyeshadows. It gets done so quickly and looks so elegant. It doesn't look too much. In my waterline, I'm going to be using this bronze color liner from Colourpop. I don't know the exact shade name, and I'll be dropping that in the description box below. And then I'm going to finish up by curling my lashes, applying some mascara and false lashes. For mascara, I think I'm going to be using Roller Lash from Benefit Cosmetics. I really like their mascaras. And for lashes, I'm going to be using Colourpop lashes in Doll. The other day my husband was watching my videos, especially the chit chat ones. He said that there is no filter between my brain and my mouth. Like, I literally, whatever I think in my mind, it comes out of my mouth. And I kind of like it that way. I just like to be as sincere as possible. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you want me to be more thoughtful about how I speak and what I speak, or do you just want me to tell you how I feel? Because I feel like you're all a part of my family, and I just like to share things with you like I'm your friend. I just like to say things the way they are in my mind. So let me know what you guys think. Yeah, so that's pretty much it with the eye makeup. To warm up my face, I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit Cosmetics. And because this is a matte bronzer, I'm almost going to contour my face with it. I'm going to use it in the hollows of my cheekbones and in my jawline, as well as to contour my nose. And I know my hair looks a little crazy now. We'll fix it. We'll fix everything. Everything can be fixed. Every problem can be solved. If it cannot be solved, it's not a problem to begin with. That's one of my favorite quotes. For blush, I'm going to be using this palette from Carity. It's called Blush Bomb. And I think I'm going to go with this shade right here, this one. What is it called? On Point, with my blush brush. It has a little bit of sheen. I try to stay away from blushes that have a little bit of sheen to them because they kind of exaggerate the texture on your face. But with this, I kind of like the color, so we'll see how it performs. Not too bad, but it still kind of shows the texture, but that's okay. And for highlighter, I'm going to be using Master Chrome by Maybelline. And I need a highlighter brush. So I'm going to be using the one from Sigma. This one's my favorite. Again, avoiding areas on my face where I have the texture and just applying it in areas where I don't. Colourpop sent me this box of lippy sticks. There are 48 lippy sticks in here. So I'm going to choose two nude colors, one for the border and one to fill it in. So for the border, I'm going to be using this deeper shade called Girl Gang. And to fill my lips in, I'm going to be using this shade called Dream Date. For doing the borders, I always keep it this way, the tip facing upwards. So I can use it like a pencil. It's thinner there.
My hands start shaking all of the time when you're...
Now I'm going to lightly fill it in using the same color. I'm just dragging it towards the inner part of my lip. I kind of like the way it looks, but I'm going to be filling it in using the lighter shade called Dream Date. And now to make this long-lasting and transfer-proof, I'm just going to use a tissue paper and remove the excess. And I'm going to lightly dust this with some loose powder. Yeah, so that's pretty much it on the makeup. With my hair, I'm just going to let it loose, then I'll be right back. Yeah, so I just let my hair loose. I have my hoops on. I just wanted it to be really casual and chill because it's a concert. And speaking of being chill, I heard it's going to be the coldest day of the year today. So I have my polo neck on. This is from Ann Taylor, and of course I'm going to have a warm jacket on. And here is the completed look. Let me know what you guys think by commenting below, and if you enjoyed watching this video and if you want more get ready with me's, let me know in the comment section below as well. For your convenience, I'm listing all the products that I used in the description box right below this video. You'll also find links to my social media there, including Instagram and Facebook. So make sure you follow me there for giveaways and more chatting and more inside scoop and whatnot. And please stay tuned till the end of the video so you can see some clips on what we actually did in the evening at the concert. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon with a brand new video. Bye guys!
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to.
Okay, we were so drenched in the rain. I can't believe my makeup is still holding pretty good.
Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to.